Hello, everyone, and welcome to 2K Sports. Damon Bruce here. Friday Hoops Fest coming up next. It's the Los Angeles Lakers going up against the Portland Trail Blazers. And that's it for now. I'll see you again at halftime. Until then, Kevin Harlan, Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke with the call.
Hello, and thanks for joining us, folks, for this midweek NBA action on 2K Sports. Along with Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter Doris Burke, I'm Kevin Harlan. A quick check now at the starting five for both teams. First for the Lakers. And then for the Portland Trail Blazers.
Everybody knows how brutal the Western Conference can be, and part of the reason the Lakers were able to make it to the playoffs is because they were above 500 in the West, which is pretty impressive.
Tip-off goes to the Lakers. LeBron outside. Outside, Davis. No good on the three. And it's blocked by Little. Lillard with it. He's picked up by Russell. Lillard attacking. The 10-footer finds the target. On defense, Portland. LeBron outside. Kicks it to Davis. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot two. Well, going back to the Lakers in the West, they would end with a 28-24 records team against the rest of the conference. That record falling right in line where they finished in relation to the rest of the West.
Well, and that record was really the big reason that they were able to catch up to Utah and end up passing them for the last playoff spot. And, you know, Laker fans might not be happy with how quickly they exited the postseason, getting swept by the Spurs. But, you know, they did make a good push at the end of the season just to get in.
And both free throws good for Davis.
You know, guys, Portland had one of the worst benches in the history of the league last season. You know, they didn't get much contribution there. It was almost like they went into every game playing 5 versus 12.
And so here's Portland. To the middle, number 27. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. Well, as Clark was talking about when referring to the Blazers, the bench scoring was a big problem for him, as they didn't have anyone really outside their starting 5 that Steve could be counted on for 7 points or more a game.
Yeah, look, the NBA game is 48 minutes long. It's tough to survive for those full 4 quarters when you have no offensive punch off the bench. But I think this offseason they added a lot of firepower, a lot of scoring in reserve, and we'll see if that makes a difference for this team this year.
And he makes both free throws.
You know, even though it was a down year for the Blazers in terms of their overall record last year, they still enjoyed quite a bit of success at home. It's one of the better home court advantages in the league.
And so it's the Lakers with it. Back to LeBron for 3. And again, no good by the Lakers.
Still can't get anything going here after 3 tries.
There's a good screen. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. 5 to shoot. He feeds it to Lillard. With the fadeaway. No good. For Los Angeles, they've gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. A stupendous finish in traffic. And Portland has possession. And for the Blazers, as you said, not the year they wanted. But, Steve, they still managed to finish 22-19 here in Portland.
Well, it's a young team, very talented starting five, but very little depth. And I think over the course of an 82-game season, the lack of bench help really cost Portland. But a lot to be excited about, some good young talent, and a home court that traditionally has been very positive for this team.
And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession. Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Hey, Kevin. I spoke with the Lakers head coach. The thing that jumps out at him the most about their opponent today is the team speed they possess. He said, we've got to hustle back on defense every time down the floor. This is a team that loves to run, and we've got to be prepared to do the same. Gentlemen?
Thanks again, Doris. 5 on the clock. Let's go. Off the left rim and out. The Lakers have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Russell dishes to LeBron. Back to Russell. The feed now to LeBron. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And it's slammed in by Davis.
Incredible timing on the alley-oop.
He absolutely hammered it down.
And that's the play we're going to remember when this game is all said and done.
And so here's Portland following the basket by Anthony Davis. Number 1. It's good from the top of the key. Now, here is Russell. Smooth as silk on the finger roll. Russell's got his first points of the night.
Little touch of class there, guys. The end of that play with the finger roll.
Lillard the pass to Little. Back to Lillard. Now the pass to Grant. Good on the triple.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
Russell with it. LeBron outside. Back to Russell. Offensive rebound. Davis. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the strike for 2.
Well, his shot blocking is always a factor, guys. That presence around the rim defensively just changes the whole picture strategically.
And the other thing I like about him is his pursuit of the pumpkin. I mean, he loves to slip in there and get a few second chance baskets.
And he knocks down the first one.
Well, since the new CBA, the league has made the luxury tax much more punitive. But certainly the Lakers, blessed with the financial wherewithal to be a tax-paying team. The problem is it can hurt your flexibility under the new rules just to make deals, and that's going to be the challenge for LA.
Well, you talk about the huge fan base for the Lakers, Clark, one of the marquee franchises certainly in the entire NBA.
I would even stretch that to all of sports, Kevin. The market and their finances clearly have helped them gain that stature, but you can't shortchange the organization, the people making the decisions. They've been a winner for a long time, and that's been the magic ingredient that's attracted fans, players, sponsors, the full package.
Now, here is Russell. Davis with a screen on Lillard. Number 15, defended by Lillard. 6 to shoot. The drive by Russell. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup. So timeout called here, the first for Portland. And the Lakers making a change here. Portland trailing here. Number 26.
Well, he's got to watch himself now. I mean, that's 2 fouls already, and he can't afford another one.
Well, a coaching carousel for the Lakers last season. They made it only 5 games before firing Mike Brown. Then they decided to go in a new direction. And, boy, they went through 3 different head coaches before all was said and done. They never really were able to gain that consistency they were looking for.
First one falls for him. And back to the Lakers' struggles last season. What do you think, Clark, were the main problems that, held them back from being the kind of title contender that they thought they were and a lot of people imagined they were?
Well, how much time do I have? 3 or 4 shot clocks worth? I mean, I think there were a number of issues, as you might expect. Injuries played a significant role, but I think there was discord over how they should play, really no true identity. They were a big team trying to be small. A team without a number of shooters trying to spread the floor, an older team trying to go up tempo, coaching change, and that transition.
Right, yes.
You had a lot of moving parts, and it made it very difficult for everybody, I think, and it showed in how the Lakers' season went.
That's a good assessment. Here's Schroeder, down to 5 on the shot clock. Number 28 takes the elbow jumper and drains it.
You know, that part of the floor, guys, is more or less his real sweet spot, right in his wheelhouse.
Lillard outside. Number 26. Portland again missing. The Lakers have gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. The dish to LeBron. Lakers passing it around. Here's Schroeder, defended by Lillard. LeBron outside. The 19-foot shot. The putback cleans up the mess with the savage putback flush.
These defenders look overmatched right now, especially inside.
Yeah, you look at the numbers, 10 of the last 12 points have come from close range, so I agree.
A nice pick right there to get him right to the rack.
Well, I tell you what, it was the good pick that was set that turned him loose.
And once he got around it, Steve, it was smooth sailing right to the hole.
Well, because of the pick, he had plenty of room. That's why he was able to power down that slam.
And here is Los Angeles now. Passes it to Schroeder. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Shot is off.
Oh, it was a nice gamble, Kevin, but he just couldn't get it to go in.
Number 1. Money from the wing. He has 6.
He's having quite the quarter here, guys. I mean, shooting the ball extremely well.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. Los Angeles making a switch here. Poked away and stolen by Lillard. 1:02 left in the first quarter. Six on the shot clock. 13 feet away. It's blocked.
Really good performance so far on the boards for this club.
Boy, I like the way they've done a great job carving out space under the basket when the shots have gone up.
Here's Schroeder. There's the bucket. Good. And the Lakers lead by 1.
Well, we've seen that more than a few times. An easy bucket in the lane.
Yeah, the interior defense simply has been lifeless.
And the defense didn't have position. They whistle a blocking foul, and he'll go to the line. The Trailblazers have been solid at the line so far. 4 for 4.
Very successful free throw shooting team a year ago, guys. They hit about 80% from the line.
You know, something you can point to when you're talking about their areas of success last season, free throw shooting.
That free throw, no good. Los Angeles making a switch here. He doesn't get the second one. The Lakers in the lead. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Fires the three. That's the bucket. Schroeder's got 5 now. And it's the Trailblazers with the ball. Number 5. The 18-footer is right on the mark.
Both teams on fire right from the opening tip.
Pedal to the throttle, Steve, just like we like it.
A nice first quarter of play. We've seen plenty of offense so far. And off we go. A close game now starting the second quarter. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
Well, I like the fact they've already been getting a lot of high-quality shots in the paint.
And they're sharing the ball, too, which I love. They're piling up the assist. We're seeing great offensive movement.
You know, for now, the Trailblazers are still the basketball team in the Pacific Northwest. You know, Seattle made a strong push to acquire the Kings, made a record bid, but the owners decided that Sacramento had done its part to keep the Kings, and so Seattle has to wait.
Yeah, and he's a bomber, and that's what I love about him. He's as good a three-point shooter as you'll see. And of course, has the green light to let it fly anytime he wants.
And something else he does is he's great off the dribble. He can take it to the rack or pull up. So as a defender, you don't know how to play him.
And Clark, going back, you know, the Blazers, one of 3 teams in the Pacific Northwest. You also had the Sonics in Seattle, and Steve, you know, the Vancouver Grizzlies.
And I think those 2 cities, particularly Seattle, Kevin, are strong contenders for a new NBA franchise. Of course, Seattle almost ended up with the Sacramento Kings, but when Sacramento was awarded the franchise, a lot of people felt like it was only a matter of time before Seattle would be granted an expansion team.
So it's Portland now. After the three-pointer from Schroeder. Three-pointer, Lillard. The shot is off.
That's some more rugged play from them inside. They have a decent edge in rebounds thus far.
And that hard work on the boards needs to continue. That could be what swings this game eventually.
Here's Schroeder. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
And these 2 teams continuing to trade blows like heavyweights in the middle of the ring.
So many times tonight, the energy in this building has gone from one way to the other.
And here are the Trailblazers now. It's a 3-point game. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Number 11. Knocks down the step-back J.
I like the way they're working the ball inside, because when you do that, you get higher percentage shots, and typically good things happen.
Here's Schroeder, defended by Lillard. Number 4. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face. And the Lakers lead by 3. The Trailblazers have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. At this point of the game, always important to stay focused. And while the coach goes over the game plan, these players are getting a much-needed chance to rehydrate and refuel with Gatorade. And guys, we know the drill well. All 3 of us drinking the Gatorade too.
Yeah, no question.
right.
I mean, Kevin, people have no idea the fatigue that can set in during a telecast. And so it's important for us to stay hydrated all game long.
Clark, you're always hydrated.
Yeah, I try to be, but it's usually with a combination of H2O and Gatorade.
I love Gatorade. And look at Steve, he has the Gatorade shirt on.
He's really immersed in the Gatorade.
Yeah.
Gotta love it.
Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Beasley kicks to Schroeder. The 3. And another 3 for the Lakers.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the three-point line. That's 4 of the last 5. You got to run those guys off the line.
I agree, and the defense is practically giving them those shots, though.
Portland with the ball, trailing by 4. Shot clock at 6. Inside, number 24. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful.
You know, that's been a big part of their offense in the early stages. I mean, their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range, right at the rim.
And I would continue to do it. You know, force the defense to maybe send a double team. Now you've got other options to work with offensively.
And here's Los Angeles now after the Trailblazers pick up 2.
You know, the Blazers found themselves, guys, near the bottom of the West last season, and typically when that happens, you struggle against the rest of the conference, and that was certainly the case for Portland.
Portland did have their problems, as you said, Clark, against the West. A big part of it was late in the season. They were beat up and lost their last 13 games of the year. Steve, mostly those losses coming to Western teams.
Well, that was a big slide for them, and, you know, they probably made their 18-34 mark in the conference seem probably a little worse than it should have. But look, they were out of the playoffs. They lost their edge, and they were playing a lot of young people. I think this is a team that has a chance to make a big comeback.
Anthony Davis, he's checked in for the Lakers. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe.
Well, let's start with the positive and the Lakers postseason. They did make it. That's all that can be said is their dramatic passing of Utah and the Rockets down the stretch to take the 7th seed was really the lone highlight of what would be a quick exit from the playoffs for him.
Here's Schroeder. He's got 11. Davis kicks to Schroeder. Number 4, defended by Sharp. Number 28. And it's off from three-point range. Going back to the Lakers, swept in 4 straight by the Spurs, and none of the games really that close. Spurs, Steve, just dominated them in every sense of the word. Injuries didn't help either.
No, they didn't help, but you know, the Spurs just outplayed whoever was on the floor for L.A. And I think a lot of people thought the Spurs would be a good first-round matchup for the Lakers, but that notion was quickly squashed. San Antonio just totally dominant.
Here's Schroeder, following the score by Damian Lillard. There's the screen. Here's Schroeder, defended by Lillard. Tipped away. Sharp, defended by Schroeder. Number 24. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. This is his first trip to the line tonight. The first free throw is good. Los Angeles making a switch here. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Lakers have gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting. The Lakers working the ball around now. Clock at 6. Pass to Russell. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Boy, he made a nice little bounce pass there. We call that the pocket pass, and he did it well.
Charity stripe shot. Number 27. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort. 6 points for him.
Well, something special about him, guys, is just how good he is at winning the so-called second shot game, going hard to the offensive glass, salvaging points with his putbacks.
And I don't know of too many other players who are as solid as he is in the low post. Just watch how many times he'll get his man to go for his fake and leave his feet. He gets him up in the air and takes advantage of it.
And so here's Portland following the three-pointer by Anthony Davis. He dishes it to Lillard. Number 27, he's guarded by Davis. Number 5, force the shot clock violation. Great D. And Portland making a change here. Lakers leading by 4. Now Russell. He has 6. Dishes it to Davis. Lets it go from 14. And the Lakers tack on 2 more.
His shooting's been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons his team is up in this game.
The pass to Little. And 1:01 left in the first half of the game. Shot clock at 6. Number 5. The Lakers making a switch here. .52 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Grant outside. Just 5 to shoot. Number 27. Right through the D for the layup. 8 points for him. Here is Russell. 2 for 1 opportunity here if they want it.
That's what I do. Make sure you get a couple of shots here to close this quarter.
Davis sets a screen. Number 7. Pass to Davis. And it's Portland with the rebound. He kicks it to Grant. There's the 3. And the shot is good. Now just a 1-point Laker lead. Here is Russell. Fires the 3. No good on that last second attempt there. And we're through 2 here and a good one. Lakers lead by 1. From Portland, we're back in a moment.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
This is Damon Bruce, ready to bring you the halftime report on
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out a way here in the third.
Well, how about Anthony Davis in this one? He's got 13 points, and he's done his job at the charity stripe. He's gotten 4 of his points from there.
And that's a good place to get them. You know, they don't come easier than that, but you've got to get yourself there first.
Now, here's Lillard. And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket. LeBron with it. Now guarded by Little from 12 feet out. Portland trailing here. Lillard outside. Feeds to Grant. Lillard, he's guarded by Russell. It's hauled in by LeBron.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
Drills the three-pointer. LeBron's got the opening bucket to start the second half for the Lakers.
You know, that's one way he can finish, but not the only way. He's got a lot of tricks up his sleeve.
Well, it's pretty obvious, guys. Portland has a lot of young talent, but the defensive effort has to get better. The intensity, the concentration at that end of the floor has to grow, which is always tough with a young team, but to get better, it's going to have to start with defense there.
Portland finishing second to last in opposing team shooting percentage, Clark. Yeah, that's interesting. Defense, something that usually needs to be learned in the NBA, and the Blazers were a young team last season, Steve, and easily a team learning game by game.
Yeah, youth or not, though, Kevin. I mean, 48% against you defensively in terms of field goal percentage. That can't happen. So a lot of improvement in store for this Portland team. They really have to lock in on the defensive end.
He hits both from the stripe. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Out of bounds, Portland takes possession. A tight game here in Portland. Kicks it to Lillard. Passes to Little. 6 to shoot. Lillard. Can't tie it up as that one's no good.
And offensively, they have yet to hit a shot. Slow start here to the second half.
Davis dishes to LeBron. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. And it's slammed in by Davis.
You can see the eye contact there. Gave a little nod and then burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
No doubt, Clark. A pair of teammates with a terrific feel for each other out on the floor.
And what a play to make in a close game. A potential momentum builder.
Now a timeout called by Portland. Anthony Davis really making a difference here.
He's in one heck of a groove with the scoring. They're going to talk it over and try to figure out how to slow him down.
Trailblazers trail by 4. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Number 27. Banked in off the glass. 12 points for him.
Maybe with that, the lid on this basket will be lifted for him.
Timeout called the Lakers.
I think he believes that if he takes some time here to kind of talk things over, it'll be well served for this club.
And, you know, maybe this gives him an opportunity to toy around with some of their game plan while he has their attention during this break in the action.
And here is Los Angeles now. The lead is 2. Back to Russell. Lakers working the ball around now. And the rejection by Little. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Just 3 to shoot. Here's LeBron.
He continues to struggle from the field. But luckily for him and his team, his teammates have been able to pick him up and get the job done.
Lillard gets the screen from Grant. To tie. And he hits the jump shot. He's got 8. Here's Russell. He's got 6. Back to LeBron. Number 2. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep.
Yeah, you got that right, Kevin. He's such a reliable finisher.
And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Back to Grant. Lets it go from deep. Gets it to go. Grant's got 9.
Oh, he's going to keep banging those home if you give him that much space.
Los Angeles has gone 6 of 11 when they've taken the three-point shot tonight. Very respectable. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. 6 on the shot clock. Back to LeBron. From deep. The Lakers rebound. Up and in on the layup. And the Lakers lead by 2.
Well, that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active, be energetic, and react as soon as the shot goes up.
Lillard left side. A finger roll finish at the bucket. 10 points for him.
Well, that's what we're used to seeing him do. But he hasn't had his usual impact offensively. I'll tell you what, he needs more touches.
Tipped. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. And the Lakers making a change here. Here's Russell. Number 12. Makes it off the glass.
Some big points there. I mean, they got him on a nice play to get the ball right to the bucket.
That's what they're looking for down the stretch, Clark. More of the same. Get it inside.
Now, here's Lillard. 7 points in the game. For the lead. And that one's good. 5 points in the game.
So much of what ailed the Lakers could be traced to the lack of defensive presence. And it really came to a head when Magic Johnson, one of the greatest Lakers of all time, called them out about looking to play Showtime offense while not paying attention to solid defense.
How about that? They respond to a three-pointer with a quick three of their own.
Yeah, terrific. Great back-and-forth sequence right there.
Now, here's Lillard. Jacks up a three. Rebounded by the Lakers. Davis has got 6 rebounds in the game. And going back to what Clark said, they didn't actually try to run that much based on tempo, more than what they might have been used to, certainly, Steve. But the D was a concern in a major way.
Well, it was really more about teams running wild on them instead of the other way around. You look at the Laker personnel, big front line last year with Howard and Gasol. The transition defense wasn't quite there. You throw in the injuries. They were never able to find that balance between good offense and solid defense.
Here's Lillard. Following the basket by Anthony Davis. No coverage that time. 5 points in the game.
That's 2 straight quick three-pointers they've allowed.
They better not make it 3 straight, because now all of a sudden you're looking at a hot streak.
Russell kicks to Davis. Back to Russell. Takes a three. The shot is off. Portland's gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half. Lillard outside. Right at the free throw line. Number 27. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there. And Clark and Steve, as we approach the fourth quarter, still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, exactly right, Kevin. I mean, these teams just simply keep trading baskets and as a result, trading the lead.
Yeah, neither side really able to create much of a cushion at all. So which team can make a little run here? We'll see. A little confusion defensively.
Yeah, you know what? He sent the D a little message with that three.
Trailblazers have gone 7 of 12 from the floor since coming out of the break. Number 26, covered by LeBron. Number 5. And again, it's Portland converted. There's 42 seconds left in the third quarter. And here's Russell. He's got 9. Fires from deep. Shot is no good.
Things have kind of gone south for him here in the quarter.
Number 26, covered by LeBron. Shoots from 14. Good on the jump shot. 7 points in the game.
You start hitting a few of those mid-range shots, and it can open up your whole game.
Back to Davis. Again, Los Angeles. Here's Lillard. The shot is off. Third quarter comes to a close, and a battle brings it to a tie. Welcome back as we get rolling once more. The fourth quarter right ahead in what's been a very well-contested game. And for the Lakers, they're shooting a smooth 58% from the field. Everything going according to plan for them on that end. And it's blocked by Little. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. Davis against Grant. The screen from Thompson. LeBron, that's a two-pointer.
He's been ice cold throughout the second half, really struggling to get a basket.
Pass to Sharp. Screen by Grant. Number one. No good. And the Lakers going the other way now. Davis, the pass to LeBron. Backs him down. LeBron with another miss.
Misfires again, and the ball just refuses to cooperate with him. It's a tough day so far.
60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. Grant outside. Just 5 on the clock. Number one. And too long on the shot.
Awesome defense. I mean, he'll hit those unless you're right in his grill.
Thompson outside. Gets it to go. Thompson's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Lakers.
Boy, this is shaping up to be a real barn burner.
Well, I think it already is. I mean, we're going to find out which team tightens up under the pressure and which one can stay poised.
So it's Portland now. A two-point game. Sharp, the pass to Grant. Bangs home the trifecta.
Well, as long as the threes keep dropping for him, he'll continue firing away.
And they are dropping for him. What a game he's having from deep.
Now here's LeBron. He passes to Schroeder. He feeds it to Davis. LeBron James on the wing. Back to Davis. Working on Grant. Davis with the bucket. Davis has got 24 points.
And there it is again. That's where their points have been coming today, from the low post.
And even under pressure and tight, they've maintained their concentration and converted their opportunities.
There's the pass to Little. Number 27. He's guarded by Davis. Can't hit. The Lakers have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Passes it to Schroeder. Lakers passing it around. Now here's LeBron, guarded closer. Tries to keep it alive. That's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. Los Angeles making a switch here. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. Portland's gone 7 of 15 from three-point range tonight. They're not afraid of that shot. Little passes to Grant. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
I just love the mentality they've had. If the shot isn't there, they're not forcing anything. They're moving it side to side and working to get a good shot.
And here is LeBron. Following the three from Grant.
Yeah, he's one of those guys that's special because he lives for the big moments. Fearless. I mean, he will take any big shot down the stretch. He wants the ball in his hands.
And here's another thing about him, Steve. Every time he gets his hands on the ball in the backcourt, he's a one-man fast break.
And it's the Trailblazers with the ball. Following the bucket by the Lakers. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
Oh, no, you hate to see that. Those are just the kind of errors that can cost you in a game like this.
And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Now the feed to LeBron. Shoots the three. The rebound by Grant. Grant's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. And out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession.
Boy, just a brain cramp, guys. I mean, that should have been the simplest of exchanges.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Russell's checked in. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. There's a screen. And again, no good by the Lakers.
Really good offensive execution. Nice pick, just couldn't get the shot to go.
Well, you love to see that as a basketball purist. Guy setting a good screen and then getting the shot opportunity.
Lillard on top. Launches it. The Lakers with the rebound.
He's not exactly striping them from deep. He had 1 3-ball in the first half. Still bagels in the second. He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
Portland with the ball. After the made shot from Russell. Lillard misses.
I wonder if switching baskets really threw him off. I mean, because he can't get anything to fall this half.
LeBron drives in. Number 15. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron.
And he came off that screen. The defense just couldn't get over the top. Beautiful play.
Yep, and without a hand in his face, he's going to bury those.
Now, here's Lillard. Number 27. He's guarded by Davis. Goes back up. Number 27. Great D that time from Davis.
Boy, he really bungled that finish.
Russell with it. Now guarded by Little. Outside, Russell. The dish to Davis. 6 to shoot. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
You know, even from here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
Yep, pretty obvious. And a good call by the official.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Lakers?
Man, they keep piling up the assists, guys. Great ball movement.
Another thing they've done tonight is work the ball into the paint for plenty of those close-range points. You got to have those.
And both free throws good for Davis. Trailblazers trail by 6. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. Now, here's Lillard. That one goes. Cover.
You know, tired legs can affect you at the defensive end, and I think that's what's happening right here.
I agree, because as much offense as we saw early, we're seeing even more of it here late.
Los Angeles calls timeout. A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard the Lakers coach as he addressed his team. His advice clear-cut. I want to see you playing to win, not playing not to lose. I don't care what the lead is. We do not back off.
Now here is Davis.
He just picked up his 4th personal foul, and now he's got some foul trouble hanging over his head, guys.
And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a 3-point play. And that one falls for Davis.
They got to keep fighting their way to the line, guys. This half has been nothing but success for them there.
And their confidence has to just continue to go up the longer their perfection continues.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over.
You know, he just isn't pleased at all with the looks they've given up defensively inside. So I think this timeout is all about trying to get his group to tighten up defensively.
They just don't look very sharp to me on the defensive side.
Trailblazers trail by 7. 1:57 left in the fourth quarter. Lillard misses.
Boy, it's been a rough day for him, Kevin. I mean, he's not the only reason they're down right now, but he's certainly one of them.
Russell dishes to Davis. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Russell's got 5 assists in the game.
His work at the offensive end has been phenomenal. Maybe reason number 1, they're ahead.
Now, here's Lillard. Pass to Little. Shot clock at 6. Number 1. Misses off the left iron.
Another strong rebound, just like we've gotten used to seeing from them today.
Yeah, 1 or 2 more of those, and this lead will be double digits.
James, an easy layup after coming off the pick. And now it's an 11-point Los Angeles lead.
Well, they haven't gotten much production from him, but they remain in the lead.
And the pass to Little. Buries the long-range jumper. And here is Los Angeles now. They've led by as many as 11 points. Here's LeBron. Back to Russell. He dishes it to Davis. Sweet move. Can't get it to go.
He operates pretty well in traffic, guys, but that was a tough play to finish off.
Number 1. Smooth as silk on the finger roll.
Well, he's so good at recognizing where the openings are and getting the ball to the rim.
29 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And an intentional foul right there. LA's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. And that's an intentional foul. And no good as the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. And he ends up making the second, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 7. There's 25 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Little. No good from outside. Here are the Lakers. They're on a 16-7 run. Lillard against Russell. And so Los Angeles takes the win. Both teams played well, but these guys had the edge.
Yeah, I think so. They were just steak knife sharp. Very on top of their game here.
Well said. And that'll do it for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke. This is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. And now we present the Jordan Player of the Game, Anthony Davis.